I was about 8 years old, I had this really strange itching sensation. It was like an itching pain in my bones, in my femurs. And so it just kept getting worse and worse until I was in middle school and I was in 8th grade, and I wasn't much of a complainer, but my parents took me to the doctor finally because I wasn't sleeping at night and I had a limp, and the doctor said, "Oh, you're fine, it's growing pains, every kid has growing pains, it's nothing." And then about 6 months later, when as a 12-year-old, my parents were giving me pain pills. I'm taking pain pills, I can't really run anymore or play like a normal kid, and they said, "Okay, well, we'll take x-rays of her bones because maybe there's something wrong." So the doctors ended up taking x-rays. X-rays turned to MRIs, nuclear bone scan, blood tests, and a diagnosis of bone cancer. So bone cancer diagnosis was wrong after a biopsy of my femurs, and then they didn't know what it was. So I was just a mystery disease for years and years. From about 13 until 21, I kept getting different diagnoses, basically all of inflammation of the bones. But meanwhile, my bones kept getting worse, but then when I was about 16, I started having diarrhea and going to the bathroom a lot, and then going to the bathroom a lot turned into going to the bathroom a lot and bleeding. So toilet bowls full of blood later, and not really wanting to talk about it because I was already had so many strange diagnoses, pseudo diseases. They could never figure out what was wrong with me. I didn't really want to talk about one more strange problem that I had. It's not normal. You don't know any other kids that bleed a ton when they go to the bathroom. But finally I told my parents, and eventually I got diagnosed with Crohn's when I was 21. So finally getting to the point of actually getting a diagnosis was really such a blessing in my mind, because it had been so many years of misdiagnoses, and you have ulcerative colitis, you have irritable bowel, you have this, you have that, you're just stressed, oh, you have blah blah blah, and the list went on and on and on of all of these things that really make you feel sort of crazy. So finally, when I got an actual diagnosis of Crohn's, for so many people it's one of the worst days of their life, but for me it was one of the best in so many ways, because I actually had a name to my disease. So then if I had a name, I could start to figure out what I could do to begin to get better. And not that it happened right away. It was a crazy journey of so many different dead ends, and then so many different things that did work and helped a little, or worked for a while and then stopped, or worked amazing and still have helped me so much to this day. I am so excited to be able to share with you everything that I have learned with my journey of Crohn's, to help you be able to not only survive, but I want you to be able to thrive with any type of autoimmune disease, IBS, Crohn's, colitis, any other strange bowel diagnosis that you've been given. I want to help you be able to empower your life so that you can live from a place of joy and feel like you are actually in charge of your life instead of your bathroom trips being in charge of you.